In this lesson, we're going to cover 29-2, graphing and analyzing a quadratic function. This lesson will be split into 4 separate sections, questions 1 and 2, questions 3 to 6, question 7, and question 8. Number 1 states, use a graphing calculator to graph A of L from item 9 in lesson 29-1. Sketch the graph on the grid below. Now that was that L squared negative L squared plus 160L. Now, when we do this, we need to make sure that we type in X's instead of L's because the calculator will not recognize it. So negative X squared plus 160X. Now, it does make a note. Be sure the range of your calculator's graph matches the range on the grid shown. Okay. So it looks like on my x-axis, I go from 0 to 160, counting by 20s. So I'm going to show you how to type that in. Go to Window, the second button right underneath here. We're going to go, my x-min is 0. My x-max is 160. And my scale is 20s. Okay. My y-min is 0. My y-max is 7,000. And it looks like these are counting by 1,000. And that's the only thing we change. And then we press the key graph. Looks like we got some type of arc that definitely ends and begins at 0 and 160. If you press the key trace, it'll tell you like certain things. Like right now it's told me that at 80, it's at 6,400. So 80 is about 6,400, kind of like so. Then I could put in, say, 40. It tells me that 40 is at 4,800. 40 is at 4,800. Let's do 20. Tells me 20 is at 2,800. Right about here it looks like. How about 60? 6,000. These numbers sound oddly familiar. But this time it wanted me to graph the function. So we are graphing the curve and all. Like something like that, right? Kind of looks like maybe an egg-ish. Okay. Number 2. The graph of a quadratic function is a curve called a parabola. A parabola has a point at which a maximum or minimum value of the function occur. The point is called the vertex of a parabola. The y value of the vertex is either the max or the min of the function. Identify the vertex of the graph A of L in item 1. Does the vertex represent a max or a min of the function? The vertex is that point right here. And in my case, this is going to be 80, 6,400. And this represents a maximum. Take a moment to get this graphed out. And then we have a debriefing question to follow before we move on to the next set of questions.